What's going on, Postal family? Welcome to my channel. This is Saeed. How's everybody doing this evening? Well, we got a lot going on as far as, we got some strikes going on. The docks workers have gone on strike all over the news. And left and right, rallies are taking place and whatnot. Just a lot of stuff going on. And today's video is actually about what our sister union is doing, APWU. So apparently their bargaining situation is not as worst as us, but it's breaking down. Something USPS is not agreeing with them, so they're taking it to the streets, rallies, and whatnot. Well, first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do. And if you like this sort of content, I would really appreciate it if you can go ahead and subscribe. Keep smashing those likes, guys. Really helps out the channel and the video. And like I said, I love you all's comments all the time. You all let me know a lot. A lot of good comments keep coming in, informative, very informative. I really do appreciate all you guys share your thoughts and your knowledge, what you guys know. Keep doing what you do. I love reading all the comments, learning different things, what's going on, and a lot of things come to mind, things open up from the comments that I pick up on. So really do appreciate all the comments, you guys, all the informative comments. Keep that up. And really glad to do what I do. Thanks so much for all the support. And let's get to today's article on APWU, what's going on with them. So let's see. Washington, with bargaining over a new contract having apparently broken down, the postal workers and their allies will take to the streets for mass rallies on October 1st, which was today, demanding respect, new pact, and public into postal service decisions. So far, dozens of postal workers' Day of Action rallies are planned at post offices ranging from Seattle, Spokane, San Diego, Honolulu in the west to Minneapolis, Detroit, Springfield, Illinois to the Midwest, McAllen, El Paso, Texas, Key West, Florida in the south, Tucson in the southwest, and the Canarsie Station in Brooklyn, New York, and Lewiston, Maine in the northeast. They are taking to the streets, guys. They don't play around. So key points in the bargaining are short staffing management, stiffing the public and the union, and no progress in talks for a new contract. For too long, postal workers have been stretched thin, making miracles happen in understaffed facilities. Sounds familiar? I think that goes on in pretty much every station. We're understaffed as heck, and all the warehouses with the APWU clerks. That's pretty much a normal if you are working in the post office. This has taken a toll on our health, our safety, and our ability to provide the service the public deserves, APWU states. The short staffing shows up in an interactive dashboard from the Postal Regulatory Commission. It notes the national target for on-time deliveries of first-class mail is 93%. But nationally, USPS misses that mark by 7 percentage points. No surprise there. And some of its districts are far below that. For example, on-time delivery in Northern Illinois from Chicago west to the Quad Cities is 69%. And the on-time percentage for the whole state of Maryland is 76%. That includes Baltimore and a suburb of Pikesville, which the Postal Service Inspector General singled out for notably bad service. The IG also said Detroit gets bad service due to short staffing. Veteran postal worker turned Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence raised that with DeJoy several years ago. Detroit also saw only 76% of its mail delivered on time. DeJoy rudely dismissed Lawrence as out of touch. The on-time percentage in Georgia is so bad, dead last at 40%, that Democrat Senator John Ossoff demands the board fire DeJoy. He's really on this. Ossoff, he's on DeJoy's rear end all the time. And rightfully so. 40% is a disgrace in current times. Usps plans legislation to limit future postmasters general to 2 5-year terms and is subject to Senate confirmation. The congressional accountability. The union and USPS customers have raised the same complaints over since DeJoy took over. Left unsaid when former Republican President Trump, now a convicted felon but also the party's presidential nominee this year, imposed DeJoy on USPS. The agenda of Trump's right-wing White House aides was to strip USPS of unprofitable routes and sell the remains to Trump's pals, the Wall Street investor corporate criminal class. Guys, another thing I wanted to clear, if I'm doing an article and something is, talking about politics, it doesn't mean that I'm taking this particular person's political side. I'm always neutral. I want to make that clear now and every time. So please don't hold that against me. If I'm reading something from an article, that's just what I'm reporting on. It doesn't mean I favor them or don't favor them. I don't go with political parties. I'm neutral. I don't vote in a long time. I don't know. I can't even remember last time I voted, so I'm very neutral. So, just wanted to clarify that, no confusion. If I'm reading an article, doesn't mean I'm with this party or not against this party. I stay neutral. I just do the reporting. Union says USPS is a service, but the USPS is a service. APWU emphasizes, so the Postal Service needs to listen to and heed the overwhelming voices of postal workers, on the job at the bargaining table, as well as the needs of American people. A key change freezes the public out. USPS bosses led by DeJoy, a GOP big giver whose first campaign contribution check was to Aldra, imposed a new policy at board meetings that restricts union participation and allows public comments only once a year. That lets DeJoy, former CEO of the XPO package delivery company, enforces his policies with little resistance, including from the USPS governing board. The board now has a Joe Biden named majority, but has shown little inclination to stand up to DeJoy's high-handed dictates. Indeed, the union knows the board approved the public comment restriction. Prime among DeJoy's disasters, as far as customers are concerned, in his Delivering for America scheme, it provides the short staffing, closes postal sorting centers, lays off workers, and leaves first-class mail, including vital medications and people's bills, on post office floors in the name of not allowing overtime to sort and deliver it. Good God, DeJoy. It's not a joy at all, DeJoy. DeJoy's closures also, according to a bipartisan coalition of state election officials, endangers the ability of USPS to deliver mailed-in ballots on time to local county election boards in this fall's balloting. The ballot delivery issues are not on the bargaining table. The short staffing is. On October 1st, we will stand together and make our voices heard from coast to coast to demand that postal management listens to our voices. At stake is not just our jobs, but the fate of people's post office, APWU says. The restriction on public comments to once a year, it's unacceptable. We're demanding board bring back the public comment period in every quarterly meeting, ensuring postal workers and the public have a say in how the postal service is run. The short staffing leads to worse service, APWU adds in a second demand. DeJoy's Delivering for America scheme lengthened on time from 3 days to 5, and large areas flunk over that. The public deserves top quality postal services, and that starts with investing in postal workers. We need management to commit to recruiting and retaining a dedicated workforce. The keyword dedicated, which is unheard of in the service today. I mean, it's kind of disappeared. To ensure that every community gets the quality mail service they rely on, APWU says. Should management continue to stonewall us? It's time for action. Bosses must recognize the value of our work and agree to a contract that meets our demands. We're ready to take our fight from the bargaining table to the streets if necessary. Wow, a lot said in that article. APWU, where to go, standing up. On the other side is us, NALC. We are frozen now. Another thing, speaking of NALC, here's something. President Renfro canceled the business agents meeting in Houston. The NALC business agents meeting with the national president that was to be held in Houston, Texas has been canceled by President Renfro. This cancellation comes on the heels of outrage from the CLC building a fighting NALC and union membership as the meeting was set to exclude Region 3's national business agent Mike Kareff. Thank you to everyone that stood in solidarity with democracy, transparency, Region 3's 15,000 members and their elected business agent. So all that was said about APWU and their demands, taking to the streets, and on the other hand, we got this guy canceling meetings, don't want to explain himself, just delaying more and more every given day. He's delaying things. I don't know for what. What's his ultimate goal? I was just going over the medical plans. The websites have opened up. The medical selection we all got to do this time around. It's open. I think next month. It's we got to select something, and the rates were just unbelievably high. But and this guy here is delaying our contract, and we could really use those raises right now, right about now. And we got to select those plans, and it's just tough going all around. We have to get the raises. That's what with the times, inflation, and it's just rough right now. What's going on, and if the only thing I always say is be patient, but it's getting rough now. Stay patient. All we can do. I mean, we don't have the power to do anything else. I mean, like I said, the dock workers are on strike, and someone had mentioned another thing. All this delay, he's pretty much laughing at us like he knows that no one's gonna quit the post office. I mean, people are leaving left and right, but what they're thinking about is it's not gonna be a mass quitting event as to where it's gonna cause serious consequences. Everybody keeps their job, the old timers. So that's what keep delaying for no reason, and not taking initiative to get a contract done. There's so many different rumors going on, but this one was interesting about they know there ain't gonna be a mass quitting event as to where a lot of postal carriers will quit, so they just keep delaying it for no reason. I guess that's a good way of looking at it. But again, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Mailman Saeed is what I go by. This channel is all about postal content. If you enjoy this sort of content, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. Would love to have you. Leave me everything you guys want from me in the comments. Want me to do better, or you always do. You guys always leave me good comments, and keep smashing the likes, like I said. And all we can do at this point is wait some more. It's really tough, day at a time. We got the medical coming up, but we gotta select a plan. Open enrollment is next month, so that's like I said, I was looking at the prices and they're unbelievable, but they're high if you're new. I mean, if you've been with the service for a while and your wage is higher, they're reasonable. But you know, the newer people that don't have, like, you know, some odd years, the newer people, it's kind of expensive for. But you know, it's I think you have to make a selection this time around. They're not giving you a choice. If you don't select anything, they'll automatically enroll you in the cheapest plan or something like that. Yeah. So again, thanks for watching, and like always, stay good out there, stay safe, and the biggest thing at this time, stay positive. I know that's really hard, easier said than done these days, the frustration building up, but that's all we can do. Stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next day, guys. Have a good evening.